So the basic idea behind object-oriented programming is you must create a class. And classes typically have a name that begins with an uppercase letter. And inside that class you create one or more properties. And properties are nothing more than variables. And you can define an initial value for each property. Or if you do not do that, you're going to get an error message saying there's no initializers. And in that case, you must create an initializer like this. And then you assign each property like this. And now when you create an object based on that class, you can define each property. And then if you go ahead and print this, you'll see that it works and accesses the values that you assigned to the property, which is telephone and red. So the second feature of classes, besides properties, which are variables, are functions, which are called methods. And so you can create a function or method. Essentially, a function inside of a class is called a method. And we can do something like this. And now, when we want to access and run that function or method, we just use the object name followed by the method name. And if there are any parameters, we need to pass that in. And if we run this code, you'll see that we have our class called appliance. We have two properties, name and color, and because we did not assign them an initial value, we had to create an initializer. And then we created a function or a method inside that class. Then we created an object from that class, and we used the initializer to assign it initial values for the two properties. And then we passed a parameter to the method, and then we called that method to run. And the result is this. The red telephone makes this sound. And of course we can create multiple objects from the same class like this. And now if we run this code, you'll see that our second object based on the same class works the same way. We just gave it different initial values and passed it a different parameter. So this basically is what a class does, is it has properties and methods. So those are the two basic features of a class.